Death refused to seal the door. I'm trapped beneath forevermore. A soul unblessed, I drift alone, still chained beneath the coldest storm. I scream, but none can hear me now. I claw the earth, I don't know how, still bound to was silenced, justice dead. But every scar and every wound becomes a sword, becomes a tune. No more silence, no more chains. We break the throne, we melt the rain. Bury the crown. writing on the walls. I drank the fire, I bled the light, but still I lost the will to fight. Rust and regret in every breath I take. Time's a thief I can't forsake. Burned every bridge thoughts for algorithm. We think we rule the machine, but the machine rules in digital chains. No blood, no soul remains. Plug me out or kill the spark. I'm just noise inside the dark. Bleeds where sun once burned. Steel and flesh, the lines have turned. No more kings, no flags to raise. Only ash and toxic haze. We built this throne with fire and hate. Now The smoke still rises from our cries. History's dead and hope has drowned. We wear the silence like a crown. Ashes and iron, that's all that remains. Power through violence, truth through pain. No God, no mercy, no saving grace. Only the strong survive. head. Each grain a word I left unsaid. I walk in loops that never fade. A ghost beneath the light I made. I see her face through every crack, but time won't ever bring her back.
comfort, our thoughts for algorithm. We think we rule the machine, but the machine rules us.
Unlocking digital chains. isn't freedom, it's disguise. You bleed beneath the flag of lies. They own your work, they steal your breath. They feed you slow with silent death.
The sand still falls inside my head. Each grain a word I left undone. is a younger me, still chained to what will never be. I scream but all the clocks just stare and whisper truths I cannot bear. I beg for sleep but dreams rewind to every fault I left behind. Trapped in the hourglass, drowning in years, each second cuts deeper, fueled by my fears. I try to run but the past always stays, caught in the echo of long faded days. I see the future through the haze, but all I feel are colder days. The past await I can't outrun. My life repeats but never done. Trapped in the hourglass, drowning in years, each second cuts deeper, fueled by my fears. I try to run but the past always stays, caught in the echo of long faded days. what's left inside the shell of me. Scars that whisper, wounds still cry, but I'm too numb to ask why. I've drowned in echoes I call true, buried deep in shattered you. Ashes of me scattered wide, blown by the storm I kept inside. I'm fading slow, can't feel the flame, but still I stand without a name. They told me silence makes me strong, but silence made the pain live long. I clawed through shadows in my mind, just to lose what I can't find. If I still breathe, then there's a spark somewhere beyond this endless dark. Ashes of me scattered wide, blown by the storm I kept her name inside my chest. No map, no home, no clear escape, but I would burn to feel her shape. And I roam with her in silence, through the ashes, through the pain.
Flames don't ask who's right or wrong, they burn until the soul is gone. I swore revenge would set me free. Now chains of guilt are choking me. Ashes of mercy in my wake. I gave it all, but all I take is pain that echoes in the flame and whispers back her broken name. The smoke has cleared, her face remains etched in the stone of all my shame. I thought I'd feel some peace somehow, but silence is my prison now. No glory waits for hate's decay. Just graves I carved along the way. Ashes of mercy in my wake. I gave it all, but all I take is pain that echoes in the flame and whispers back her broken I watched her fall through fire and lies. Now I just haunt the smoke-filled skies. There is no home, no path, no shore, just endless ash forevermore. Ashes of mercy in my wake. I gave it all, but all I take is pain that echoes in the flame and whispers back a broken name. or just the shade where ghosts remain. In the judgment shade I stand alone, with hollow heart and flesh to stone. No mercy left, no prayer to save, just questions echo in the grave. The mirror cracks, the faces fade. I traded truth for masquerade. My soul is glass in God's cold hand. Will I rise or sink in sand? My final breath was not the end. The silence asks if I repent. In the judgment shade I stand children's cries. Steel and fire, man-made tombs. Cities turn to dust and ruins. We built our throne on blood and gold. Now reap the end that we foretold. just shattered screams and children's cries. Steel and fire, man-made tombs. Cities turn to dust and ruins. We built our throne on blood and gold. Now reap the end that we foretold. Beneath the ashes, nothing grows. Only silence where the river flows. We burn the sky to light our greed. Now we choke on what we need. Skies were blue, now stained with sin. Digging graves we're buried in. Oil-stained hands and hollow vows. No future left to save us now. We crowned ourselves as gods on earth, but killed the womb that gave us birth. Beneath the ashes,
Death refused to seal the door. I'm trapped beneath forever.